All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, and football fans? Carolina Panthers review, Volume 43 / Minnesota Vikings preview. Did watch the game between the Redskins versus Panthers. Carolina won, 33-20 final score from yesterday's game. One major reason why the Carolina won: they won as a team. The defense did their thing in the first half, not allowing the Washington Redskins offense to score any points. Held them to 2 field goals, 6 points. While the Redskins defense held Carolina to 9 points, 3 field goals, no touchdowns. So, second half, Carolina Panthers offense exploded, and the rest is history. Steve Smith, 7 catches for 143 yards. I knew he was going to have a good year. It's just that he just needed a good quarterback. He needed a quarterback to throw the ball to him. Fortunately, it's Cam Newton. So, I know there are Tim Tebow fans out there going to say, well, he can make those throws. No, he couldn't. He could not make the throws that Cam Newton did yesterday. He couldn't. Cam Newton is in a different league than Tim Tebow. Enough said. Double Trouble did their thing. Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams, Jeremy Shockey, Greg Olsen. The offensive line did good, even though they gave up 4 sacks. So, tiny bit of negative. First and foremost, the run defense, it's still suspect. Tim Hightower, he looked like he was going to get 100 yards rushing before, the end of the first half. Second half, he was getting there until his left knee gave out, and looks like a tore ACL. Anytime you see a player running, cutting really hard, and his knee just blows out, that's an automatic tore ACL right there, man. Like I said, they got to stop the run. They're the 4th worst in the league, behind Buffalo, Indianapolis. I know there's another team, I can't remember, and St. Louis. Good Lord, St. Louis Rams just having a bad year. Good grief. That's beyond the point. And number 2 is the penalties. I don't know how the Panthers won a game by 13 points by having 13 penalties for 105 yards. That's ridiculous. Now, 1 or 2 penalties out of 13 was just pretty stupid to me. The first penalty, what was it? A false start on Greg Olsen. That was just bush league. That was garbage. I did not see Greg Olsen move or flinch at all. So, whatever. But other than that, the Panthers defense got to be smart. Most of the penalties came from the defense. Shoot, I lost count after, 7? Wow. And not to mention the fact that the Panthers offense find themselves in a bad situation. They put themselves in a good situation, especially in the red zone, but yet they continue to shoot themselves in the foot with false starts, holding, face mask penalties. They got to eliminate that. So, those are my concerns going to the next week's game between them versus the Minnesota Vikings. But they'll be in Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Speaking of that game, since 2001, according to ESPN.com, the Panthers lead the series 4-2. The last time these two teams met was December 20th, 2009. Carolina just absolutely ripped Minnesota into a new one. So, in order for the Carolina Panthers to win the second game in a row, let alone third game overall, they got to find a way to stop Adrian Peterson, because he's a beast. And to try to eliminate their mistakes and the penalties. not get fooled by the hard count by the opposing quarterback. And as for the Panthers offense versus the Vikings defense, the Vikings defense is good. I mean, they're 4th in the league against the pass. So the Panthers offensive line better be ready. Jared Allen, he's good, real good. And Cam Newton better be ready to be scrambling just in case if they're trying to get after him. Now, it's not if, it's when they get after him. He's going to have to do it. My prediction, I did pick the Panthers to beat the Minnesota Vikings before the season started, and I did say they'll win at least 6 games. So I'm sticking with that pick, and with that, I'm throwing the peace sign. I'm out. Thanks for listening.